these fucking feminists. I mean, Ashley Judd and Julianne Moore used to be good actresses, and Julianne Moore as a redhead used to be hot, but now they are not because of them being at that rally with the vagina, pink hats, and all that. Just look, I don't like Trump. In my opinion, he's an asshole, and also he's a Republican. That's the main reason why I don't like him, other than him being an asshole. I don't think, that he's not going to take away your rights. He's going to be a total dick to people from other countries like he already is, which means I was right in the first place, but they act like he's the reincarnation of Hitler. No one's going to let anyone get away with the things Hitler did nowadays. No. So I'm going to respond to this bullshit accordingly.
And I bring you words from Nina Donovan, a 19-year-old in Middle Tennessee.
Oh, wait, Donovan? That's an Irish name. Ugh. And Tennessee, she's Southern. Oh my God, there are Southerners there are feminists in the South too. I mean, yeah, I just broke up with one, but I thought that was just one nutcase. They're everywhere.
And she has given me the privilege of telling you what she has to say.
Warning, did you hear that word privilege? Yeah, she's going to be using that. And if that noise in the background, my nephews are here. They're 1 and 3.
I am a nasty woman.
Yeah, we know you are. Get on with it.
I'm not as nasty as a man who looks like he bathes in Cheeto dust.
Cheeto dust? Are you talking about Trump? I mean, yeah, he looks like he's spray tan, but Cheeto dust, he'd be like, and all that.
A man whose words are a diss track to America.
A what?
Electoral college sanctioned hate speech contaminating this national anthem.
He doesn't really spray hate speech. My nephews, they're so tired. But he does say a lot of bullshit. I mean, the last hate speech he said was that when Mexicans were rapists, and that's it. Look, I don't like him, but I'm not defending him, but I am just sick and tired of these feminists. Especially ones that used to be so attractive.
I'm not as nasty as Confederate flags being tattooed across my city.
Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I went out to the dollar store and bought the Confederate battle flag. Now, as an experiment, we're going to see if the SJW idiots of this world are correct when they say that Confederate flags hurt black people. So I'm going to wave around and see if it hurts them. Do I hear black people being whipped into picking cotton? Do I hear chains of slavery being shackled onto black people's wrists? No! You know why? Because it's just a fucking piece of cloth! It's just a flag! Just as much as this is! And guess what? This flag supported slavery longer than this one did, and did a whole bunch of shit to Native Americans. Look, and I do love America. Why else do you think I have it? Just saying, flags don't hurt people unless you use it to strangle people, and you can use any flag. It's not like, you strangle a gay guy with a gay pride parade, and all it does is get him off.
Being tattooed across my city. Maybe the South actually is gonna rise.
You're damn right, the South shall rise again.
Again, maybe for some.
That's my Dukes of Hazzard impression.
It never really fell.
Yeah, it did fall. You know, the Union, Robert E. Lee surrendered. They imposed harsh punishments against us, and all that.
Blacks are still in shackles and graves just for being black.
Oh my god, are they talking about slavery again? Of course, they just talk about Confederate flags. Ugh. Blacks are not in chains. They are not. They are enslaved in places like Nigeria. That's by, drug lords and diamond warlords. But not here in America. Have you ever heard of the 13th Amendment?
Slavery has been reinterpreted as the prison system.
Oh my god, no. Prison system is where you punish criminals. It is true, proven statistics that half the crime in America is committed by black folks, mostly guys. You fucking idiots who claim that any black man that go to the jail, all of a sudden it's slavery, but when a white person goes to jail, it's justice. Ugh.
In front of people who see melanin as animal skin.
What the fuck is melanin?
I am not as nasty as a swastika painted on a pride flag.
But you are a nasty woman.
And I didn't know devils could be resurrected, but I feel
The devil, after convincing Cain to kill Abel, was locked in a cage by God.
Hitler in these.
Of course, they mention Hitler. Trump is Hitler to these people. To me, he's more like Mussolini. He's gonna be a dick, but ugh.
Streets, a mustache traded for a toupee.
Ugh. Trump is a total douchebag, but he is not Hitler or Lucifer. First of all, Lucifer is an archangel of God who rebelled against him in heaven and was cast out. Lucifer is not human, and Hitler is dead. They would not allow Trump, they will never allow Trump to get away with the shit Hitler did. And he doesn't want to kill Jews. He's never said anything about Jews. In fact, as an American, he's probably pro Israel.
Nazis renamed the cabinet electroconversion therapy, the new gas chamber shaming.
Okay, yeah, Pence is a homophobe thinking that electroshock therapy can convert gays to straight. Yeah, he's an asshole. But there's not going to be any gas chambers, you fucking idiot.
The gay out of America, turning rainbows into suicide notes.
What? No. Suicide note is, a person doesn't commit suicide, leave a flag, and they go, oh, so this is the reason they commit suicide. No, they write down. And I think their gay flag is stupid. Rainbow should be, for use for things like the leprechaun. Enemy way, they're after me, Lucky Charms, and shooting rainbow towards the pot of gold. I think gay people should use the gender symbols, like the circles and the lines, and like put them side by side. Women and women, men with men, put them side by side, and all that around the circle. But not the rainbow flag, which again should be used for Lucky Charms.
I am not as nasty as racism, fraud, conflict of interest.
Feminism is basically the same thing.
Homophobia, sexual.
There are plenty of feminists who hate gay people. They care about straight women, but not all. What I'm just saying is there are plenty of feminists who are only for straight women. They're for women, but only straight women. You can be just as racist and homophobic and be a feminist.
Assault, transphobia, white supremacy, misogyny.
There was a feminist wing of the Ku Klux Klan, you fucking idiot.
Ignorance, white privilege.
Oh my god, they mentioned privilege, just like I said. Let me tell you something. White privilege used to exist, but it doesn't anymore. Now it's just called rich or celebrity privilege. Like if Like if they're caught doing drugs, they go, "Hey, good thing justice is blind because it looks like she needs a personal check." Huh? Hey, it's just like I said, she didn't see nothing. You know, they pay their way out of trouble because they got money.
Edge.
I am so sick of hearing white privilege. I'm sick of hearing about things that don't exist, except Star Wars.
I'm not as nasty as using little girls like Pokemon before their bodies have even developed.
What? In the name of fuck? Pokemon is supernatural creatures in Japanese anime things. You know, they're creatures with superpowers. You can't what? You use Pokemon for battle. No one has ever used in this country. No one has ever used prepubescent girls as weapons. She's trying to sound like young people my age, 23, and totally bombing.
I am not as nasty as your own daughter being your favorite sex symbol.
Oh my gosh, she's talking about how Donald Trump compliments his daughter. Yeah, that's a little creepy, but you know, that's what it is. He's an asshole. He doesn't have a filter. I mean, I don't have a filter, but at least I have more class.
Like your wet dreams infused with your own genes, but yeah, I'm a nasty woman.
As I just said, we know that. Move on.
A loud, vulgar, proud woman. I'm not nasty.
You just said you are. And yes, you are.
Like the combo of Trump and Pence being served up to me in my voting booth.
They're not being served up. That's just what the Electoral College chose. You know, he won. Get over it. I didn't like it either, but I got over it. I got drunk, and that's it.
I'm nasty like the battles my grandmothers fought to get me into that voting booth.
What proof do you have that your grandmothers were part of the suffragette movement? Do you have any proof?
Nasty.
Those women weren't nasty. They were good women who got you the rights that you have today. Women in America have every right that man has. Ugh.
Like the fight for wage equality. Scarlett Johansson, why were the female actors paid less than half of what the male actors earned?
That's because
Last year, see, even
I think she's talking about the Avengers. Let me tell you something. Scarlett Johansson's character, Black Widow, is a useless character, and she spent less screen time. Look, she's hot, but her character just wasn't that good. You're paid based on your performance. And also, this wage gap bullshit. Let me tell you something. I got something. I got one piece of legislation that totally destroys the wage gap. Equal Pay Act of 1963, signed by the greatest president we will ever have, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, makes it illegal to pay women less for the same job and the same work. But Scarlett Johansson just didn't do that much good in the movie.
when we do go into higher paying jobs, our wages are still cut with blades sharpened by testosterone. Why?
It's not. As I just said, Equal Pay Act of 1963. It's illegal to pay a woman less because of her gender.
Is the work of a black woman and a Hispanic woman worth only 63 and 54 cents of a white man's privileged daughter?
Oh my god, Equal Pay Act of 1963.
This is not a feminist myth.
Yeah, it is. It is a bullshit entitled feminist myth. I have said it 3 times. Equal Pay Act of 1963.
Is inequality.
There is no inequality, except for when it comes to celebrities rich people, politicians, and the commoners.
So we are not here to be debunked. We
Oh yeah, they love to spew out all these myths, but you try to debunk them. No, 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 no! I do not want to hear it!
are here to be respected.
Feminists, I cannot respect feminists. Even my ex-girlfriend, I could not respect her for that. Respected her for other things.
We are here to be nasty.
You have always been nasty. Ugh.
I'm nasty, like my blood stains on my bed sheets.
Ew. No one wants to hear that.
We don't actually choose if and when to have our periods, believe me.
Okay, so sometimes my boners, I don't choose them. In fact, most of my boners I don't choose. You know, sometimes they just happen randomly. And I don't choose when I take painful shits, which been happening a lot to every man.
If we could, some of us would. We don't like throwing away our favorite pairs of underpants. Tell me, why are pads and Tampax still taxed? Ooh, that was a brand
It's called capitalism. Everything that is bought is taxed. It's called a sales tax. You fucking idiot.
name. Why are tampons and pads still taxed when Viagra and Rogaine are not? Is your erection really more than protecting the sacred, messy part of my womanhood?
Because bodily waste is more disgusting than hair or boners. Yeah, bodily fluids coming out of you. Ugh. And Viagra and that other thing, everything in this country is taxed. Everything. They tax sodas. They tax condoms. I have to pay taxes to buy condoms. Seriously?
Is the blood stain on my jeans more embarrassing than the thinning of your hair?
As I just said, bodily waste and fluids coming out of you. Ugh, it's more disgusting than losing my hair, which hope to God never happens, but my family says it won't. Thank God.
I know it is hard to look at your own entitlement and privilege.
There is no such thing unless you're rich, a celebrity, or a politician. You fucking idiot.
You may be afraid of the truth. I am unafraid to be honest. It may sound
Also, you have the privilege to speak all this, to be in a country and speak all this bullshit without being stoned to death by Islamic religious police. Go to a Muslim country and then complain about this, and maybe you'd have a right to. You'd be right in saying this. Of course, you'd be dead, but you'd still be, because a religious place will kill you, but you'll still be right. Ugh.
petty, bringing up a few extra cents. It adds up to the pile of change I have yet to see in my country. I can't see. My eyes are too busy praying to my feet, hoping you don't mistake eye contact for wanting physical contact.
Oh my God, I've had eye contact with women and didn't assume they wanted physical contact with me. What the fuck? These women are so entitled and have these victim complexes. Ugh, I don't look at you and make eye contact and all of a sudden I think, hey, this girl's interested. I just think, okay, she's being respectful and paying attention to what I have to say. Okay. And maybe, damn, she's got nice tits. But oh well.
Of my life. I have been zipping up my smile, hoping you don't think I want to unzip your jeans.
I never think a girl is interested in me just because she smiles at me. No one except you paranoid idiots think this. Only people like you think this.
I am unafraid to be nasty because I am nasty, like Susan, Elizabeth, Eleanor, Amelia, Rosa, Gloria.
Eleanor Roosevelt was not nasty. She fought for rights, but she wasn't nasty. And we all know you're nasty. Quit fucking saying it. You've already admitted it.
Condoleezza, Sonia, Malala, Michelle, Hillary.
Okay, Hillary's nasty, but those other women were not nasty. They were fighters, but they weren't nasty. You nasty. I bet you got a yeast infection right now. Fucking bitch.
And our pussies ain't for grabbing.
Oh my god. Talking about something he said many years ago. Just joking around. Ugh.
Therefore, reminding you that our walls are stronger than America.
Are you kidding me? Why do you say grow some balls? Balls are weak and insensitive. Because that's what makes us men. You know, balls and dick.
Ever will be. Our pussies are for our pleasure.
Ugh, it's just what makes us men. You know, I've even heard someone say, "Grow some tits, show some tits, grow some balls." Hey, keep that thing warm for me.
They are for birthing new generations.
Yeah, that's how God designed you. That's how God designed your bodies, you idiot.
Of filthy, vulgar, nasty, proud, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Sikh, you name it, for new generations
Wow, I'm surprised she isn't attacking Christians.
of nasty women. So if you, a nasty woman, or you love one who is, let me hear you say, hell yeah.
That is so disappointing.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Grow a vagina? No thanks. I am not a hermaphrodite or transgender. I'm not a trans woman. I am okay with having dick and balls.
I love you. Thank you.
Fuck you. Those things can take a pounding. So can a guy's ass if they're gay. Ugh. And my face is taking pounding from fists. And I didn't cry. Ugh, I'm sorry, but I just cannot stand these fucking feminists thinking that Trump is the devil. He's an asshole, but he's not the devil. Anyway, that's my video. Please like and subscribe and tell me what you think in the comments section. And if you don't want to, well, may the force be with you.